Hi everyone, this is a continuation of the first video in which I showed you how to use PowerToys to rename files very quickly. In this video, I'm going to explain how you can get one Kindle books and convert them to PDF, and also how you can get your Audible, your full Audible library to M4A, which is the format best for audiobooks because it includes the chapters and things like that. If you convert them to MP3, it will separate all the files, but if it's M4A, it will keep it all as one file and include the chapters and things that are normally associated with audiobooks. So let's kind of do that tutorial now. And yeah, please let me know what you think. If you find this interesting and helpful, please subscribe. It's helping me out a lot. I'm trying to grow the channel as much as possible, and I've got tons and tons of ideas, tech tutorials, things like that I would like to share with you. So let's start that now. So the first step is to go to openaudible.org, and this is the software. They do offer a free trial to test it out, but the license is only £12, so it's really cheap. I found this the best way to do it. There are free ways, but there's a lot more effort involved. With OpenAudible, it's simply you have to sign into your account, which it's all locally hosted. There's nothing really going to any of their servers or anything like that, so I've never had any issues with it. You log into your account, which gives you the full access to your library, and then you can automate the conversion process. So I'll open my OpenAudible now. And again, OpenAudible, it is an open source project, so I suppose you could compile it and run it that way as well if you've got the time. The reason I think a license is a good idea is it does support the project, and a lot of these projects need that small donation, the small fee to keep running. You don't have to pay, but I would kind of say you. So OpenAudible is open source, and I feel that the license is only £12. It really supports the project and keeps things open source, really. The less we kind of support projects, the more they have to move to models that close the source code and just become really an awful for everyone. So this is the GitHub page, and as you can see, the code is open source. So once you've downloaded the open source OpenAudible program, we're saying a lot of opens today, it will look something like this. And then you can go to controls, and you'll see this connect to OpenAudible. You'll click that and then log into your Amazon account or Audible account, and that will give you a full list of your books and everything that you've got. It will offer to kind of automate the process of the conversion, and depending on how many books you've got, it might take anything, and your connection speed, it might take anything from sort of 2 hours to 3 hours. But once it's done, you can also set paths as well for your install process. So if you've only got a small SSD, you might want to put it on your hard drive, which you can go to edit and then preferences, and then in here you can change the directory to anything that you want to be. It's actually in an M4B format. I thought it was actually M4A, but it's not. It's M4B, and it says there best quality for recommended formats for audio players. So that's the recommended format. If you do MP3, it will split all the files up into their chapters. And that can be a bit annoying because then you have to reload the MP3 every time you change chapter. But if you keep it at M4B, it becomes one file with the chapters included, and the PowerToys program will download the metadata so that when you go into your file manager to look at your audiobooks, you'll see a full collection similar to this. So yeah, you'll see a full collection similar to this with everything in it. So that's quite a simple process to do audiobooks, and I'll now move on to the Calibre Office and download in the Kindle books. If you go to Amazon.com and then go to, say, Kindle books, you can actually browse. If you're a member of Kindle, you can download the Kindle Unlimited library for free. You can go then into your Kindle app on Windows. It has to be a specific version. It works best. I will include that link below. It works best with a certain version, but then you can download the books that you want. So I've downloaded these today, and I'll show you how to convert them into PDFs in a second. But if there are some books that are on Kindle Unlimited that you really want, then you can just kind of download them and convert them. Let's look at some books today. So if we want to, say, get this book here, this is a 4-part series book and it's on the Kindle Unlimited section. We can then just click add to library, which will add it to our library. We can then go back to the Kindle app, click refresh, and it will have it there. And then right mouse click in a second and go download. So that's now been added to our library. Now Kindle tends to store books in documents, then my Kindle content, and the files that you're looking for are .azw files. So it'll be these here. Once you've found the azw files, I'll just do a refresh on that. You can then open Calibre Office. So Kindle likes to put the files in documents and then my Kindle content, and it has a .azw file ending. So you can see I've just sorted it by file endings, and there's the files there. You can then open Calibre, which you can find on Google if you go to Calibre for Windows, and then you can download Calibre here. Once you've downloaded it, it's just a simple run the exe file to install it, but then you will need also a plugin called DRM Tools, which is here, DRM Tools, and then for Calibre, and it will take you to the GitHub page, which is here. The file that you're looking for is the zip file, which is there, DRM Tools 7.2.1 zip, and download that. You'll need that file as well. Once you've got that, you can go into Calibre, and then you'll have to install the plugin. So you go to Preferences and then Plugin, which is here. Then at the bottom is this Load Plugin from File, and here's the plugin which I've got in Documents. So there, you can just click it and then click Open, and that will install the plugin. Once that's installed, restart Calibre, and then we can kind of move on to the conversion of the books. So what I'm going to do is select all of these and just remove them for now. Then click Add Books, and because I was in the Kindle content folder, it will open that again. I can select all the books, the .azw file, and click Open. That then reads the metadata from the books, and as you can see, there's the books there. Then we can click Select All, right mouse click, Convert Books, Bulk Convert. Now, I tend to leave all of these at the defaults. I find that they actually do a really good job. And then the output format is just here. And at the minute, it's set to EPUB, but I'm going to change that to PDF. And then I'm going to click OK. And what that's going to do is at the bottom where my face is, I can see this jobs running, and it's basically going to convert each one of these files into a PDF. Once it's finished, it will output it here. So you can see it's working on it, 67, 70%. One of them's done. Yeah, so that's all of them done. And then Calibre tends to put the books in its own folder. So if you go to your username, and in your main kind of username folder will be a Calibre library, which you can click here. And the books that have been converted will be in there. So that's the first book, which is the PDF. And as you can see, it's running. This is the PDF now. And then we can go back and try the next one. So yeah, that's then got the book there. Now, what also happens with the power tools is when you build a PDF library, so I go into documents, then go PDF books all. Now I've split mine into different folders, but I'll go into the computing folder. It then pulls the metadata down for the PDF as well. So it's then a lot easier to see what PDF you're looking at and what you can do with it on a computer. You can set this up as well to run when you then do it to Android or an app. You can use a self-hosted application, something like Kavita or Kamanga, to actually do the same thing but on a self-hosted service. If you want that video, then please just let me know and I can take you through that process as well. If you found this useful, again, please subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.